Welcome to my channel Raghuanandsir. In today's class, I will take you through something called point of indifference. Now, this is something we generally learn when it comes to, in the chapter capitalization and capital structure. Now, what is this point of indifference? Please see the board. Now, let us say, for example, there is a requirement of a certain amount. Say, for example, there is a 100 lakhs requirement by an organization and they have three financial plans: financial plan 1, financial plan 2, and say financial plan 3. Now, what is that we have learned in the earlier videos? That now let us say financial plan 1 has equity only, financial plan 2 is a combination of, say, for example, equity and debt, financial plan 3 is a combination of, let us say, equity and preference, something like this, right? So these are the three options available: FP1, 2, and 3. And we do something called EBIT EPS analysis. Now, what is that? We start with EBIT and we go on till the EPS. That is, from EBIT, I'll subtract the interest. I'll get something called earnings before tax. I'll subtract the tax. I get something called earnings after tax. Then I subtract the preference dividends. Then I get something called earnings available for equity shareholders, which I am going to divide it by the number of equity shares. Right? Let's quickly recollect it once again. 100 lakhs is the requirement. There are three financial options available. Now what you do is you'll try to do this simple marginal cost equation. You'll say EBIT minus interest is EBT, minus taxes is EAT, minus preference dividends is earnings available for equity shareholders. EAESH stands for earnings available for equity shareholders, and that divided by the number of equity shares is going to give me the EPS. So this entire analysis is called EBIT EPS analysis. Now what is that? My starting point is going to be EBIT and my ending point is going to be EPS. I am going to choose one such financial plan whose EPS is the highest. For example, I am getting 80 as the EPS here. I am getting 78 as the EPS here. Let's say, for example, I am getting 90 as the EPS here. So this is EPS 80, this is 90 earnings per share, this is 78 earnings per share. I will say this option is the best, or rather this is better as compared to the other two, because this is going to fetch me the maximum amount of EPS. Now what is a point of indifference then? This is EBIT EPS. Point of indifference is that level of EBIT, okay, at which everybody, all the financial plans EPS is the same. Okay, at a certain level of EBIT, say for example, at a certain level of EBIT, if both financial plan 2 and 3 are giving me the same EPS, then that is what is called as point of indifference. As the name itself says, whether I choose financial plan 2 or financial plan 3, it will not make any difference. The reason it will not make any difference is because the EPS is same. I hope you are able to understand that. So let's quickly recollect it. This entire thing is called EBIT EPS analysis. What are we talking about in today's class? We are talking about point of indifference. What is a point of indifference? It is that level of EBIT at which the EPS is same. So two financial plans we are going to consider and equate them at that particular level of EBIT. Both EPS will be the same. So it will not make a difference whether I am going to choose a financial plan 2 or financial plan 3 in this example. Now, how do I get this formula for point of indifference? It is very simple. I told you, in point of indifference, I am going to equate two plans. Okay, I am going to equate two plans. So that is nothing but, I will say, nothing but I'll start with this, this entire thing from EBIT up to EPS. I'm going to write it something like an equation. Here I wrote it vertically, I wrote it one below the other. Here I'll write it more like a mathematical equation. Now what do I do here? I will say EBIT, okay, minus interest into 1 minus tax rate minus preference dividend divided by number of equity shares. Okay, now just see the board. It was EBIT minus interest. I have written same EBIT minus interest. This is tax rate is denoted in the equation as 1 minus tax rate. Then preference dividend is subtracted. Here also it is subtracted. So once you subtract preference dividend, you get EISH. You will divide that with number of equity shares. You are dividing that. I am going to write the same formula once again. Okay, EBIT minus interest into 1 minus tax rate minus preference dividends divided by number of equity shares. So I am taking two financial plans. Say for example, you are asked to find out the POI between 1 and 2, 1 and 3 or 2 and 3. So I am going to take those financial plans and equate them. Now to be more clear, what I can do is I can say EBIT minus I1. This is interest 1. Tax is not going to change. This is preference dividends 1. Now, if that was interest 1, then this will become interest 2 and tax will not change. This could become preference dividends 2. So what I am doing here is I am taking financial plan 1 and I am equating that with financial plan 2. So whatever answer I get here will be an EBIT. Now, what is this EBIT? How is this special? This is special in such a way that at this level of EBIT, the EPS under financial plan 1 and under financial plan 2 is going to be the same. So all that you are supposed to do is this vertical equation, whatever is there, you are going to write it horizontally and then get the answer. Okay. Hope it was of some help to you. Thank you.